today we will learn how to perform biomarker discovery and validation from oncological public data using Omics of Oncoland and Ingenuity pathway analysis. Let's briefly review today's agenda. So today we will use a case study to leverage how to perform a biomarker discovery and validation using public data. So the first topic, we will focus around searching for a public project and discovering a set of biomarkers that are relevant to a drug treatment or biomarkers that are disease specific. So using this, you can then generate volcano plots, box plots, gene correlation plots, etc. So this will help you better understand your target gene. Next, we will focus on validating target genes within the public data sets like OncoGeo. If you have a list of target genes that you're working with, you can look at them across different conditions like different time points, treatments, clinical variables, etc. in a pre-computed project. So using this, you can then generate heat maps and bar graphs, etc. And lastly, we will talk about analysis match feature in IPA to identify disease indications for drug repurposing. So this tool can allow you to discover data sets with similar or opposite biological results compared to yours. And it will allow you to identify new regulators, novel diseases, and biological functions. So with that, let's start with a case study in mind. So, and see how we can leverage the LANs and IPA for your research. So let's say you came across this gastric cancer clinical trial paper where the researchers were testing for the effect of pembrolizumab or PD-1 inhibitor on tumors within these patients. So using this data, you are interested in identifying the biomarkers associated with the response to pembrolizumab in the patients. Now, this clinical trial involves RNA-seq data that you're interested in using, but you don't want to go through the pain and hassle of downloading the data, QCing the data. All you want to do is perform the analysis with this RNA-seq data coming from this paper. So let's see how we can access this information and then generate some queries. So if you are if you are interested in exploring a public project, we can generate a list of differentially expressed genes from a particular project or a pre-computed comparison. So users like you typically like to generate volcano plots like you see here on my screen. And many of you probably see this in published papers. Now, if you look at this volcano plot, you'll notice that the most significantly upregulated genes are on the top right-hand corner, and the most significantly downregulated genes are on the top left-hand corner. So output like this can be easily generated for our clinical trial paper using the Land Explorer. So let's talk about what we can actually do with the lands or the Land Explorer in this case. So when I say lands, the lands are nothing but vast repositories of processed omic data that are coming from public sources like TCGA, GEO, SRA, ArrayExpress, links, and much more. And you can access the lands either through IPA, which is QIAGEN Ingenuity Pathway Analysis. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. And you can also access the lands directly through a web browser just by logging in into your account. So the biggest advantage of using the LANs is that you can do basic queries like searching for gene expression across diseases, tissue types. You can determine mutation statuses. You can look at patient survival data and so on. Therefore, the Land Explorer will give you immediate access to all the processed data using an easy to use interface. Now, you can easily search for a public project using Ingenuity Pathway Analysis or IPA. So I'm sure a lot of you have used in past or heard of IPA before. And IPA can be utilized to analyze different types of omic data, where you can upload your data and perform pathway analysis. So when you open IPA on your computer, this is what the interface looks like. Now, to search for a public dataset within IPA, things are as simple as going to the project manager window here on the left hand side and clicking on this search button. Now, when you click on this, a new page appears where you can type in your keywords and search for any terminology that you are interested in looking at. So, for example, if we type in STAD, since we are working with gastric adenocarcinoma, which stands for stomach cancer. So, when we search for STAD and click search, a list of analyses will appear here when you click on search. So you'll notice there are over 300 public analyses that are associated with STAD or gastric adenocarcinoma. And all the list of these analyses, the public analyses, are given in this table. Now, if you click on any of the analysis, you'll notice we have detailed information about the analysis over here on the right-hand side. So these analyses that you see here, these can be representative of hundreds of samples, thousands of samples. That's because when you use IPA, you're uploading at least a differential expression data where you have at least two groups. One group will be your case group, the other will be a control group, like disease versus normal, treatment versus untreated, disease 1 versus disease 2, and so on. And in those groups, you'll have many samples. So all of these analyses represents thousands of. Now, one way, so this is one way to search for a project of your interest. Now, since we are interested in searching for this clinical trial paper, it's much easier to use the accession number and search for it. Now, most papers, they will provide a GEO accession number, or in this case, we have a European Nucleotide Archive number available for this paper. So all we have to do is we can copy this accession ID, go back to the IPA, and just paste it on the search bar. So instead of STAD, I'm going to just paste this project and click search. So I'm going to paste this ID in the chat box. So if you are accessing IPA, if you have IPA open up, you can search for this project and maybe follow along the steps with me. Okay, so once we search for our project, you can see we have 15 different comparisons that are associated with this project. So we have data sets and then we have analyses. So if you click on analysis, you'll find all the different 15 comparisons that were part of the clinical trial. Now, if I click on number 4, gastric adenocarcinoma, you'll see this is a comparison between disease versus normal, where they're looking at stable disease, tumor versus normal pair tissue. The disease is gastric adenocarcinoma. The drug used subject treatment over here is pembrolizumab. And if you scroll down, we have a lot of metadata information given for this particular analysis. Now, our team at QIAGEN has processed over 90,000 datasets from public domain using a standard pipeline. Therefore, all the metadata, the project level information that you see here in IPA has a controlled vocabulary. So it is you can easily see what these analyses are about, and then you can find the detailed information. Now, over here, we have our case-related information. Here we have our control sample IDs. We also have a link to the PubMed paper, so you can easily read the paper. And you can access the information as well directly from European Nucleotide Archive. Now, a recent feature that was added to IPA was this comparison ID. So here we have the comparison ID listed for this particular comparison.
QIAGEN.
Sample to inside.